From the city of Miami Gardens, we have Major James Hughes, Major Taliba Simmons, Captain Diana Hedrick, Commander David Noble, and Commander Eric Gleason, and Captain Nellie Joseph. And if I missed anybody else, and obviously, and Assistant Chief Joseph Nargiso, and members of the Miami Gardens Police Department. In a few moments, you will hear from Chief Delma Noel Pratt regarding the recent allegations made by members of the Miami Gardens Police Department. Before we begin, please note the following housekeeping reminders. Keep all questions relevant to today's topic. Hold all questions until the end of the press conference. Silence all your cell phones. Restrooms are located right here in the lobby if needed. At this time, we will welcome Chief Delma Noel Pratt. I don't know.
Did I just lose somebody? Yeah. Spelling of my first name is D-E-L-M-A. Last name is hyphenated, N-O-E-L-P-R-A-T-T. Okay? Greetings to all. Thank you for being here this morning. I am Delma Noel Pratt, Chief of Police for the City of Miami Gardens. As Chief of Police, I remain committed to leading this department with fairness, integrity, and unwavering commitment to public service. I am fully aware of the recent allegations brought forth by 5 of my officers, all of whom have retained legal counsel and are accusing me of discriminatory or targeted actions based on their race and ethnicity. These claims include alleged unjust transfers, demotions, and other personnel decisions. I want to make it absolutely clear, these allegations are without merit. Every decision I make, as difficult as some may be, is rooted in operational necessity, not personal bias. And I do not operate in isolation. I receive ongoing information, recommendations, and performance assessments from supervisors, command staff, and internal systems that help guide those decisions. The officer claiming to have been demoted was in fact reassigned from a federal detachment, which is a temporary privilege, not a guaranteed position. Such assignments are professional courtesies. Therefore, it is well within my discretion to make such adjustments in the best interest of this department and our city as a whole. This was not a demotion. It was a reassignment. In reference to transfers, let me be very clear. They are made based on feasibility, staffing needs, and the goal of maintaining effective and efficient departmental operations. Officers from various racial and ethnic backgrounds, particularly non-Hispanic officers, have also been transferred under my administration. These decisions are not made lightly, and certainly not based on race, ethnicity, or any other protected characteristic. Another claim involves an allegation that a police canine was taken away from an officer and his family. I want to clarify this publicly. The canine in question was city property, which means he was owned by the City of Miami Gardens. Additionally, like all specialty assignments, the assignment of a canine is a privilege based on performance, departmental needs, and operational strategy, not an entitlement to any officer. Further, while I acknowledge the officer's right to voice their concerns, the demand for my resignation is misguided and misplaced. Personnel decisions, including the tenure of Chief of Police, do not rest with individual employees. City Manager Cameron D. Benson has reaffirmed his continued support of my leadership, and he and I are focused on moving this department forward. My job is to hold every employee accountable to the standards of this profession, regardless of whether they are Black, Hispanic, white, Asian, or of any other background. Being a police chief comes with making the tough calls, and I will continue doing so with the same level of professionalism and integrity I've demonstrated since 2017. What I will say is that no organization is perfect, and disagreements or internal tensions are inevitable. That is usually a part of change, especially when accountability enters the room. However, I have worked diligently with my leadership team to foster a workplace that is not only professional and responsible, but grounded in mutual respect. Therefore, I will not allow baseless accusations or personal grievances to overshadow the progress being made or to disrupt the service we provide to the citizens of Miami Gardens community. Nor will I tolerate disparaging remarks or personal attacks on my character. I refuse to be bullied or intimidated, especially by those entrusted to serve under my command. And to those who feel this department is no longer aligned with their values or career goals, I fully support your decision to explore other opportunities. But as long as I am the chief of police, I will continue to work. I was appointed to do so. I will continue to do the work I was appointed to do. Thank you.
Chief, you're fighting back because you're upset about these allegations,
Yes.
correct? And
Yes.
You're not going to step down.
I am not stepping down.
How do you feel about these allegations?
It is disheartening because after all, we do such hard work in this department. We do good work in this department. And we do it with fairness. We do it with fairness. But when accountability enters a room, like I stated, and people feel that they are above getting discipline and things of that nature, this is when things like this come about.
Are you worried about a federal lawsuit that might be coming?
Federal lawsuits, it comes with a title a lot of times. I'm not afraid of a federal lawsuit, but I do want what's right.
How do you feel about this show of support standing behind the jail response to these laws? How do you feel about this show of support here right now?
I'm very glad to be in the South Florida region and have the support of my fellow comrades. We go through this a lot for different areas of concern. And when you're at the top of an organization, it's expected that you're going to have differences internally as well as externally.
Chief, do these officers face any retribution?
I'm not going to speak on that.
Has the department seen a larger number of officers leave in recent years because of any issues like this?
Officers go from time to time for whatever reason. It could be because they want to seek employment elsewhere. It could be that they're moving out of town. It could be that they're retiring. But they move in and out all the time. We're no different than any other department.
Those officers are on the force right now. There's no change in their status, correct?
Those officers are on the force.
How many officers do you have in your department that are under you?
A little over 200.
When these officers are normally reassigned, are they given told why? Is one of the officers the other day said he was put on a 6-month leave and was not given any reason. Is it explained to them why it's happening?
Yes, it is.
We'll provide that document.
Hi. Do you plan on meeting with any of the 5 officers to see what can be worked out before this class action lawsuit is actually filed?
No, I do not plan on meeting with them regarding this.
What's your plan to ensure public trust with the department? What's your plan to ensure trust with the public after these allegations on the department?
I've always had transparency when it comes to the community, and therefore you have members of the community standing right here beside me right now.
Sergeant Valdez claimed he was put on leave without cause. Can you speak to why he faced that suspension?
He was advised as to why he was relieved of duty. That document will be open to anybody who wants to see that document.
But he was told why.
They're always told why.
Have they brought up any of these issues with you prior to filing this lawsuit?
I'm not going to go dive into it any further.
They said
We're gonna one more question.
they said that they felt like these reassignments and promotion came after they raised concerns with internal command staff about issues within the department. Did that at all play a role in their reassignments?
Like I said, I'm not going to dive into that any further. that will be handled by the legal minds, and therefore I'm not going to dive into that any further.
What the issues were that they were bringing up?
Is anybody else weighing in? Delray, Sharice, anybody here? Or are you just showing your support?
They're just showing me support.
No.
Is this at all affecting morale within the department? Yes. Are you worried about that?
Yes, it has.
In what way?
Excuse me? No, ma'am. They have not.
No more questions.
No more
All right,
questions.
no more questions. Thank you very much for joining us today. Those documents, as it relates to the different officers, they'll be available via public records request. So feel free to make those requests. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.